with our heifer getting close to calving, and we actually have above freezing weather and rain predicted for this weekend, and like snow is just melting off of everything. So when we feel she's like really close, we're gonna lock her in at night. And we were getting low on straw, so Marius went and picked up a new 1,000-pound bale of straw. It's huge. And he's given the loafing stall a really nice clean out. He cleans it out like every other day, but he's given it like really nice. And we just wanted to make sure we have lots of straw so that we don't have to skimp when the baby comes. We can just give lots of straw, keep it dry, keep it warm. Normally, I'm only out with the cows once a day. Marius is out here 2 or 3 times a day, feeding hay or whatever. And right now I'm coming out more times a day. I'm coming out 3 times a day, including after dinner. So when I milk, where's that nail? All the cows are over here anyways. So when I milk in the morning, and then, it's mucky in here, mid-afternoon, and then before bed. So that steer there, he goes to the butcher on Tuesday. So then we'll just be left with, we have a heifer who's over there on her own because she likes to be there on her own. There's Mossy, who's currently in milk. And here is Jessa, the heifer. So her udder, I just showed you the other day. So she's starting to lose it, like her udder is starting to get firm. Hi girl. She's a friendly cow. I chucked some grain over here where it was cleaner so I could walk in and not get mucky. So one thing we're checking a lot is her pins. So this is the pin bone, and there's their spine. In between there's a ligament. And on Mossy, that ligament is completely firm and straight across. But because Jessa is close to calving, that ligament, it's like a rope. And like that's on one side of it. And they get like deep V's. You can see me rocking it back and forth. And all of it, if you check it regularly, a couple times a day, all of a sudden it will just be gone. So her udder is not firm yet, but it's getting there. And you can see her teats. Oh, her teats are tight. We are very fortunate that Jessa is such a tame, easy to handle cow. You can still feel there's some give there. That's actually almost above her udder. There's. And her teats are starting to fill out. This snow is so soft and squishy right now. Hi, Mossy. Beautiful girl. But her teats are starting to really fill out now. If her skin, her udder gets much tighter, I'm going to start applying like a bag balm type thing on, probably tallow balm, to help keep her skin soft and so she doesn't end up with irritations. I know, girl. I almost wonder if up here is not so much udder, but she's starting to get a bit of edema up here. One of the things that you know when they have edema and they're not just full is when they start to lose the line that you can see between the quarters. See how it's just like a bulge there? This quarter is like so firm, and that teat is like afraid to poke too hard and get kicked. She's a pretty tame cow, but if you're sore, I don't want someone poking at my teats either. So this is where we milk, which you guys have seen before. But in here, my handy dandy husband shoveling out for me. Which we don't usually clean up so much in there because the cows just walk through there.
It's never been cleaned.
It's never been fully cleaned out. I used to take some out of there last year, but
It's like brown gold.
I think it's from when the previous owners had sheep.
I know it is.
So this is water trough and protein tub. This in here is where I plan to close Jessa in. So the reason Marius is cleaning out in there is because Mossy needs a dry place to sleep out in at night out of the wind. If it's bad weather, so we don't want to lock them in together. And one of the reasons that I don't want them locked together is I'm worried that if Jessa has her calf, because Mossy has stronger mothering instincts, that the calf will nurse off of Mossy, not Jessa, and the calf then miss out on that colostrum that's so important for her to get from Jessa. And one of the cows is waiting by the door there to come in. He had a bit of a pile going here already, but it's doubled in size today. And he picked up the new massive straw bale. We prefer the smaller straw bales. They're way easier to handle, but this is all we could get this year. So that's what it'll be. And then he's gonna pick up more silage because he just fed the last of it. Once he's picked up the silage, he'll switch the tractor from the forks to the bucket, and then he's gonna move all this, I don't know where. He might just dump it directly on the garden. We do that sometimes too. Anyhow, it's a drippy wet mess out here, but the cows are looking good, and I'm looking forward to that steer going to slaughter simply because it'll be one less cow making that loafing stall messy, because it goes in there where the milk cows go, and it just adds to the mess. So it'll be a little cleaner. And if Jessa has a bull calf, honestly, we will probably we'll probably sell it. We have limited space for cows, and it takes a good 2 years to grow out a Jersey steer or bull to a size it's worth eating. And we just don't really have the space and infrastructure to have extra cows around like that for so long over winter and such. It would be over 2 winters. What we do is we buy beef cows from neighbors in the spring. Last year we bought 1, this year we bought 2. We put a deposit down on 2. They overwinter them. And in the spring, once everything's greened up and the cows are out on pasture and eating drinking from the pond and all that, we get the cows. And then they've always been steers actually. And we feed them through the summer. They eat the pasture. We grain them near the end of summer, and then we butcher them. Some for us, some for others, some for my in-laws, that sort of thing. And not having to overwinter them is a really big boon for us because we're just not set up for lots of cows. So we can handle our milk cows, but just when you start getting into extras, it's a lot harder. So if she has a heifer, we have a little shed. Let's see if can you see it here. Right over there. We have one there, and we have one down just below where the loafing stall is that I could easily put a calf in. So then we would just milk Jessa, and then right away some of that milk would go and just while it's still warm be fed to the calf. Calf sharing has never worked well for us. I've gone over this before. It's just never worked well for us. It just ends up really frustrating, and we've tried it with 2 cows now, and I'm just not gonna try it with Jessa. I just go milk her out. Anyhow, hey Pepper Dog. Hey Pepper Dog. She doesn't get on many YouTube videos. She's a good dog though. So, I'm gonna finish up what I was doing inside. Throw a chicken in the oven for dinner. Yes, I know you like the love. And then I'm gonna have myself a shower. Yeah. Murphy's Law. If I have a shower, get all nice and clean, I'm gonna end up goopy covered in new calf. Wouldn't that be fun? We have in my membership, in my Insiders Club, we have, I'm using one of those baby hunch websites to guess when the calf will be due, and there's a prize for whoever gets close enough. We're guessing on gender, time, and day. So my bet is 2 weeks from now, or I did it 2 days ago. So 12 days from now, in the middle of the night, it's gonna be a girl. But now she's looking a lot closer. I don't know, Mossy teased us. Mossy bagged up like 2 weeks early and then went like 2 weeks overdue. Mossy had a better due date though. Jess's due date is really just a guess date, which is December 31st. Anyways, my hands are getting cold filming. Have a good day, everybody. This pregnancy, my hips and my varicose veins are really not happy. And I honestly don't know how I would do it having milk cows in winter, even in summer, really, without Marius home. And I haven't talked a whole lot about the fact that Marius doesn't work off the farm now, but thanks to Venison for Dinner. Venison for Dinner is now our family's full-time income. I haven't talked about this lots on YouTube, but it's a huge blessing for us. And I don't know what I do. I'd probably have to like dry up the cow or something. I don't know what I would do in winter without Marius home, helping feed the cows and shovel out manure and such, because the boys already have so many other chores that I think it would be hard for them to keep up with that too. So huge blessing that he's home for this pregnancy, for sure.